I never really thought I would make a spiritual film, but then it came a couple of years ago, a point in my life where I realized it was time. It was time to circle back and address these issues that had meant so much to me in my young manhood.
What I love about acting is putting myself outside my comfort zone. That is what I'm always aspiring to do. Whenever you're forced to kind of press the outer reaches of madness and despair, you kind of really have to hypnotize yourself. And if you hypnotize yourself, there's this opportunity where the audience might come with you. But if it's a dark trance, it's difficult to guide yourself away from it. Sometimes it's easier to fly into a flame. Flying out of a flame is harder.
I started to get Ethan's image in my head as the kind of lonely person with a crisis of the soul. And he seemed like a very good physical vehicle for what I wanted to do.
One of the things I think that's hard for some people is if you really aspire to be a really good person and you fail, the anger and the self-laceration that can come from letting yourself down is intense. And all that desire to be good turns into a darkness. You know, it's mysterious how all that stuff works, but that's the most challenging part of playing that character. Well, I think the reason why First Reformed is finding an audience, which I'm kind of surprised that it has. We're in a void of spiritual and political leadership. And so to make a movie about a serious religious person who is not a joke, he's not performing exorcisms, it's not far out, he's actually just a sincere human being who has lived a religious life and followed his calling towards his faith, and he's in real spiritual crisis. And Paul Schrader is one of the few people capable of writing about that. I mean, it's one thing to create a plot and stuff, but to actually write about a spiritual experience, it's very difficult.
It's a serious film. These are serious times. I think it's good to make a serious film in serious times, and I think there's a serious audience that will be thankful for it. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's the world.